Let's bring him up.
Oh,
Didn't get the Coke 600, but he's got the last 2 Daytona 500s. So essentially locked into the playoffs, winning the Great American Race earlier this season. Sitting down now, driver of the number 24 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet. All eyes are on your teammate, Kyle Larson, attempting the double all weekend, Byron, but you put on one hell of a show tonight, sir. What are the feelings now a few moments after it's all said and done?
Not very good. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, it's tough. I felt like the last 2 runs, like my car felt really good the run before that, and you're just trying to prepare for what it's going to feel like under green. And I felt like I managed the first 5-6 laps of that run to where I could run a little bit longer because it was going to be a slightly longer run on tires. So just trying to keep the tires underneath the car, and then I felt like I just was in some heavier traffic on the short run than I had been all night, and got tighter and just built too tight, and then caught lap traffic. The one was catching me. I was able to defend him for a couple laps, but then got free in 3 and 4 trying to run a different lane, and that's when he got around me.
William, what was it about the exit, like the 5/8 of finish of 3 and 4? It seemed like a lot of guys busted their butt. 2 teammates of yours spun out there. Was it bumpier than usual? It seemed like that was just like the danger zone of really leaning in that right rear and it couldn't take it.
Yeah, it's super bumpy over there, so I feel like you're on the edge of the limiters in the back, and the car just doesn't really settle over those very well, and with obviously the next gen car, you can't really hang it out too much. So I think yeah, it just had a feel over there where you had to kind of hit them straight, and unfortunately there, like at the end, I just didn't hit them super straight and got super loose.
It's so sad that somebody has to lose a battle like that, but from the outside, us watching, I mean, we're up here cheering. It was the grandstand was on its feet. You were a part of that. I know it doesn't feel like it now, but is there something you can take forward? We're going to some 1.5 mile style tracks coming up. Can you take something from this that's really positive?
Yeah, appreciate it, and appreciate you being here. It's cool to finally meet you. So yeah, I'm sure there is some silver lining. It's just not really hit me yet, and yeah, it's you're just thinking about the immediate, finish in second, and but I think this was probably here in Darlington is some of the best races we've ever had as a team, and we're bringing better speed than we've ever had this year, and we're just racing better than we ever have. So I feel like our team is right where we need to be. Like I said, it hurts really bad right now, but I think long term, looking towards the playoffs and everything, I feel like our team is much stronger than we were the last couple of years.
Try to pump you up, talking points. There was a max 71 points available. We just showed you earned 65 out of 71 possible points to carry forward. So that put a little smile on his face. You made us smile watching the dominance, leading 281 laps and sweeping the first 3 stages. William, can you put in terms of good cars? I mean, you drive for the New York Yankees of NASCAR, right? So you've had some good cars. Put into perspective how good this car was tonight.
It was good, but there were some other really good ones too. I think we just did a great job executing, and we had our balance good all night. And yeah, our car was obviously fast, but we had control and could manage. And the 11 was super fast, and the 45 was quick in the first stage. So yeah, it probably looked a little. That second stage we were super dominant. I don't know how we got such a big lead, but that one was awesome. And then I was hoping to do the same thing in stage 4, I guess, and stretch it and manage the last few laps, and it just didn't work out.
Well, it didn't work out. A couple things. I mean, the 45 plugged in the fence right in front of you. It cost you a bunch of time. You had to dump it out of 2. They pulled some tape here because while Carl and I were on the bus watching, we were amazed by your defensive ability. I mean, when you and the 11 were going back and forth, that was a chess match of cat and mouse. And also there was a bit of a defensive clinic towards the end of the race too. Could you walk us through? We got some tape here, I believe, of what's going through your mind when this one car is starting to get a little bit bigger in the mirror, coming down to about 10, 12 to go.
Yeah, it's just obviously trying to protect the air, and it's funny, you just try to play the game that he plays because he does all that all the time. So it was kind of like my opportunity to play that game, and it was working well. It just didn't work well enough, obviously, and then I felt like the 22 being where he was, as close as we were getting to him, just the scenario was tough, and I didn't capitalize on that, and he did.
But the thing I hear you saying, though, and yeah, we've just met and getting to know you, hopefully get to know you better over the next 5 weeks. You talked about being in control of the race and feeling comfortable there. we were talking about whether you like to, person likes to lead or follow. It took me a couple years to feel real comfortable out front, being defensive, controlling the race. And it sounds like you're comfortable there. I think that's bad for your competitors and good for your year.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. I think the more you lead, the more you get comfortable. And we've had a couple races this year where we've led multiple stages, and you just start to figure out what that takes. And I think, yeah, you just got to close it out at the end, right? But it takes kind of going through those steps, I think, and learning how to sort of lose like we did tonight, and I did. So I'll learn from it.
Yeah, well, you didn't lose, all right? I'm telling you that. Everybody gained. Hell of a race. I mean, just an amazing effort and just really fun to watch.
Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate it.
We talk about how physically and mentally demanding the Coke 600 could be. William, you finished top 3 in the last 3 Coke 600s. What have you mastered mentally and physically about this race?
Well, I mean, sleeping in your own bed helps a lot. So being home and having such a routine. I'm a very routine-based person, and I like to have structure in my life. So I feel like that structure and kind of being at home is good for me, and I have people around me that help kind of get everyone to the track, family, friends, had a lot here. So I just get up for these races. I love coming here, and it's a little bit extra juice for sure.
What do you wear? Do you wear like an Apple Watch or like a Whoop strap or anything to track?
I wear the Whoop.
What
so
do you think?
My sleep wasn't great last night.
What do you think you burned today?
Oh, probably 3,000 calories, I would say. But
what do you go home and eat?
Probably a lot. Not very good food.
Someone get this man a cheeseburger and a pepperoni pie.
Anything but a damn watermelon. This man don't want to eat watermelon for a month.
Sure.
Maybe something strong to wash the sting off. Thank you, William.
Yeah, thanks,
William,
guys.
Put on one heck of a show.
Great job. Great job tonight.
And he's got to win, man. Won the Great American Race, essentially locked into the playoffs. We're going to try to take the positives out of this one for Willie B.
Awesome.